After a couple of hours driving, we stopped at a service station so Terry could have a break from driving and the rest of us could stretch our legs. I felt a little too shy to actually go into the service station, so loitered in the car park with Kat and smoked a cigarette. "Is that supposed to happen?" I asked, seeing my deep red lipstick imprinted on the filter. Kat grinned and nodded, showing me the red imprint on her cigarette. "That's why we spend so much time reapplying it," she asked, before asking if my sister knows I smoke. "Yeah, I think so. Mum doesn't, so far as I know," I replied. An articulated lorry trundled past, its deep bellowing horn sounded and the driver whistled and gestured at us as he passed. "Does that happen often?" I asked. "Often enough," Kat replied. "You've probably done it yourself when you see some fit girls in short skirts." "Nah. Wolf whistles are really cheesy and that fist gesture belongs in a carry-on film," I replied. "Are you cold?" she asked. "No. I just need a piss." She said. "Come on, I'll take you. Doesn't one of us need to wait with the car?" Yeah. Can you hang on?" I nodded and sucked on my cigarette. Kat looked me up and down. "Again." "What?" I asked. "Oh, nothing. Just liking your look," she said. "I think guys look great in girls' clothes." "Why?" "I dunno," she shrugged. "It kinda knocks the alpha out of the male," she said, describing a former boyfriend who could be a real tosser at times. "I used to get him to wear my lingerie under his own clothes," she informed me. "Like what?" "Stockings, suspenders, a satin teddy," she grinned. "He was always really timid when we went out, nothing like the tasbat he could be sometimes. He was probably petrified that someone would find out what he was wearing underneath. Maybe. He dumped me on Valentine's Day last year, after I bought him some lingerie of his own. So he wasn't into it then?" "Nah," she frowned. "I think he was more worried that people might find out," she said. "Oh, here they are." I turned to see my sister and Terry crossing the car park with a tray of Starbucks coffees. Kat and I approached. "For sodding 50 for a coffee," Izzy exclaimed. Kat gave Terry the car key. "Where you two going?" Izzy asked. "Just taking Tilly to the loo," Kat replied. "Oh, okay," they chuckled. "Don't forget to sit down," my sister teased. "Very funny," I groaned. "I'm being serious," she chuckled. Entering the service station was a fearful experience. It wasn't hugely busy, but the few people who were coming and going through the double doors worried me. All it needed was one of them to spot the female imposter and out me, then everyone would be looking in my direction and ridiculing me. I focus on the reflection of Kat and I as we approach the glass doors. I think I prefer her pleated skirt to my leather one. She tells me to be brave. "Is it that obvious how nervous I am?" I asked. "You're breathing pretty heavily," she told me. "Just relax," she said as we pushed the doors open. "I'm trying to," I said as we stepped inside and headed directly to the toilets. I feel like a total imposter as we enter the ladies'. There seems to be no one else in there and I quickly enter a cubicle, lock the door and wipe the seat before hitching up my skirt, pulling down my tights and knickers and sitting. In my brief moment of solitude, I ran my fingers over my knees, fishnet clad and supper smooth. After a moment I'd finished and pulled up the knickers. "Blimey, they're tight," I thought as I tucked myself into them. I exit the cubicle and wash my hands. I can barely recognize my reflection in the mirror. If I saw a rock chick who looked just like me I'd fancy her, which is a pretty weird thing to think. Kat leaves her cubicle and we soon exit the ladies, past the arcade machines, newsstand and coffee shop, eventually out into the car park and back to the car where my sister and Terry stand smoking cigarettes.